welcome back to Talk With Nia. So let's get into it. Tamika was the daughter of Tiny Harris from the group Escape and stepdaughter of T.I. Had a listening party in Atlanta for her new project called The Breakup, which dropped today. Listen to this.
Hey y'all, showing love, coming out. So this project is my, I haven't put out a project in like 7, 8 years. So I'm really excited about this project. It's called The Breakup, and what inspired me to do this project is, well, first, I've been doing work on a lot of new music for a long time, but we've been kind of waiting for the perfect time to put it out. So I got with Valley, raise your hand. Let's go, Valley! I got with Valley, and I'm like, I want to make a little four-piece project. And he's like, oh, let's do it. So he pulled up. I told him all my feelings, all my hurt. I talked a bunch of shit about my baby daddy. And he was like, as you should, maybe that's very period. He's into it. I love him. I love him. Thank you, my baby daddy, for inspiring me and always supporting me through all that shit.
So definitely make sure to check out her project. Now, speaking of new music, the group Flow, their song called Fly Girl featuring Missy Elliott dropped as well. Did y'all listen to the song and watch the video? Let me know what you think. I think this song sounds good. Now, also speaking of new music, Lola Brooke, Young Miami, and Lotto also dropped a remix to Lola's song called Don't Play With It, and they had a music video as well. So what did y'all think of that song? And Chloe Bailey also decided to drop her song called Body Do off of her debut album for her fans. So are y'all excited for Chloe's album coming out next week? I definitely can't wait to see what she has on there. Now, speaking of the Baileys, Holly is in a new Gucci campaign and she is very excited. So congratulations to her. She is doing big things and Little Mermaid's around the corner, so I can't wait. Now, let's move on. I want to talk about Young Miami again. So Young Miami says that she's going to be dropping 2 Carisha Please episodes back to back. So who do y'all think she's going to have on the show? Who do y'all want to see on the show? I'm very, very curious. Now, let's get into some breakups. Unfortunately, Lori Harvey and Damson Idris have broken up after just 3 months of dating. Did you guys see this coming? What do you think of this breakup? Me, I'm shocked, but then again, not really shocked. But that was very, very fast. So I wonder what happened. Now let's talk about Beyonce. So Beyonce and Adidas are done. Remember we spoke about Beyonce's Ivy Park clothing line underperforming and allegedly lost over $200 million in sales for Adidas? Well, they have decided to end their partnership. So I wonder what this means for Ivy Park and what Beyonce plans to do next. Because we know Beyonce always figures something out. I don't really feel like Beyonce takes too many L's, so we'll see what's next for her. Now, let's talk about Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon regrets not having a baby with his ex, Christina Milian. What is up with Nick Cannon right now? I mean, doesn't he think he has enough kids? So what is making him thinking about his ex, Christina Milian? Maybe he want that old thing back, okay? Now, let's get into some R&B drama. Now, we spoke about how the group Escape and SWV was having some drama on their reality TV show called The Queens of R&B on Bravo. And on that show, they spoke about who should headline their concert. And you know how SWV wanted to co-headline, but the group Escape wanted to headline because they feel like they would sell more tickets and people would be coming to see them and all that stuff, right? Now, within the Escape group itself, Tamika Scott and Latocha Scott are in that group along with Kandi Burruss and Tiny Harris. Now, Tamika Scott exposed her sister Latocha Scott of stealing her royalty checks from her, which was about $30,000. Well, Tamika did an interview explaining further how her sister actually stole her money, how she went about it. And then Latocha responded to all this drama as well because she's been getting a lot of hate online. So listen to what these two had to say.
She put my address in. At the time I was living in New York. So she put my New York, it was changed to my mom and my sister's address. My sister was living with my mom at that time.
Okay. And so you still really don't know how the address got changed?
No.
So
I mean, I know, but I didn't do it. Miss Diane didn't do it.
Yeah.
She got on the phone with the guy who basically at the time was running, I guess, that department, and he basically gave her the address where her checks had been going, and he also told her these checks are being cashed. You know, so she was like, being cashed, and then she wanted to see the checks, and
They sent the copies of the checks. On the back of the check was a fake handwriting that said my name and my sister's husband's name. It was cash in his account.
Wow.
So I like endorsed.
Endorsed. Back then, I don't know if they can still do it now.
Yeah.
But 9 years ago, you could do that.
Say that there was like a fake email.
Yeah, see, when we do business,
this is deep.
When we do business, it's times where we have to send over not fax over, but scan like our passports
Right.
so we have on emails all of our information, our social security, all of us are privy to that. And one of the items that was used was my passport. So when they sent me the picture of the passport, I looked at my passport. I had not signed my passport, but the same passport was signed, which was a piece of paper that somebody forged my name that was sent to them to be me. And then some, and they went as far as putting Tamika Scott something at Gmail and was they were communicating with them through a fake Tamika Scott Gmail account.
There are so many layers to this.
There's a lot of layers.
I mean,
and it's all true. There's no lie.
For the record, I did not steal $30,000 from my sister. You know how she do.
What were the other things that were said?
You said that I hooked up with Jermaine's dad, and that's absolutely
So
not
that was
true.
the wrong. That was what I said. That wasn't correct.
So now, I guess I'll just wait on my apology.
I made a mistake. And I hurt my sister. And I had to right the wrong.
And she did it on stage. I want that too.
I know I hurt you. I thank God for you forgiving me.
So I walk in the group scene and hear my sister go.
Your energy is like, it's just, I don't know. What? Just you. You're not you. It's like you come in and you have a chip on your shoulder. It's like I don't even know who you are anymore.
And she got the nerve to ask me,
why are you still mad at me?
Please.
girl, you just called your sister a thief. What you want me to do?
My money.
What's crazy is the things that y'all didn't see was me addressing the issues that I had with the group. It conveniently just got cut out. See, I addressed Candy first. I told her I did my part. I was trying to be your friend. I showed up to the Broadway plays. I was there for your single plays. I was there even when you did the Essence cover. I guess that triggered her. She started that crying thing. And you know what happens when she starts to cry?
Cut the cameras off!
They want to stop filming. Give her 10, 15 minutes. I waited. Oh, but when my mama says cut the cameras, she was trying to hide something, huh? Then I went on to tell Tiny and Candy, because my sister didn't want to do it, how upset we were that they came and made us pay them for 2 shows that they did not do. Because Candy gives us an ultimatum and says if we don't pay her, she wasn't going to do any more shows.
So this nigga tried to play me like, oh, all I cared about was money.
Because it's about precedence and followers, right? So I did address all my issues. But some kind of way, they got cut out the scene. Moving right along.
And said that I was so jealous of her singing lead. So, Humming Coming At You was our first album. Humming Coming At You was intro. Just Kicking It, as you know, was our first single. I'm singing lead on. Pumping, it's a long song 3. I'm singing lead on. But I'm just saying, I'm singing lead on there. Understanding, we all sing a lead on. With You,
Now let's be clear. I never said that she didn't sing lead. I said she had an issue with me singing lead. Did she forget that I was in the studio at Jermaine's house and I come out and I hear all this crying? I come out in the room and I said, what's going on? And she's standing outside with Jermaine. He's looking vexed and she's looking crazy with tears in her eyes like, oh, hey, Tasha. I'm like, what's going on here? As I look at him, I'm like, something's wrong. And I need to find out what it is. And when I found out, yeah, she was upset about me singing lead. Listen, I ain't never had no problem with her singing lead. Go ahead, girl.
That the blow to my chest would come directly from you. He'll come me, he'll come
Hell no.
Well, that is all I have for today. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.